start, hands and knees into our cat stretch. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Rounding your back up to the ceiling, arching your back, sticking your bottom out, looking in front, and round and arch. Gonna get a nice big shape up to the ceiling, and a big shape the other way. Let's go for another 3. Okay, and we're going to do our side bend, looking over to one foot, and then around to the other foot. And nice big stretch through one side of your rib cage, big stretch through the other. Going for one more each way. And then bring the feet and the knees together. And you're going to roll your hip down to the floor, reach the other arm up if that works for you. If not, keep both hands on the floor. And just kiss your mat with the hips. And up. And across. Let's go for another 3. And 2. And 1. Coming back into your child's pose position. Arms reach forward, bum close to your heels, and then rock your hips forward and down, eye gaze up, straight legs, press your toes into the mat if that gets you an extra stretch. Rock back, bum to heels. And forward again. Looking up towards the ceiling, trying to squeeze as much length as you can of this stretch, and then rock back, bum to heels for 2 more. Back and forward. Finishing with your bottom on your heels. Stay in that position and then do your arm walk around. You take your arms around to one side, place the hand on top to squeeze as much stretch out you can as you can, and then back across to the other side, squeezing as much stretch out of this side. And back to the centre, over to the other side, bum stays heavy, and across. And then back to the centre. Okay, we're going to come back onto our hands and knees, and you're going to tuck your toes under, okay? You're going to bring your hands closer to your knees, and you're going to lift your hips up and lift your heels. So you're loading into your hands. You bend your knees, bring yourself back down to the floor. Can you bring your hands a little closer to your knees? Lift up your hips, lift up your heels. Like you can fairy step your feet in towards your hands to get a bit more weight loaded into them. And then bend your knees, come back to your kneeling position. Spread the fingers into the floor. Lift your hips up, lift your heels up, let your head come down between your arms, push the weight into your hands. Bending the knees, coming back down. We've got 1 more. Pike ups, we'll call these. Pressing into your hands, lifting your heels, bring your chest towards your thighs, and then bend the knees, bring it all back down. Give your hands a little shake out, a little flamingo out. And then we're going to come up to standing, any way that you can, up to standing, and then you're going to stand in the middle of your mat. I need to move away from the mat so you can see my head. And we're going to do some balance work. So first of all, we're going to do some heel raises to prepare our feet. So feet in parallel. You're going to go heels up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then you're going to take your heels together into your frog. Have your feet close enough you can keep your heels glued together when you go up, and then lower down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to do toes pointing towards each other, pigeon. And again for 10. Try to keep the toes pointing towards each other. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Warmer now. I'll be even warmer after your single leg. Lift one foot away from the floor. We're going up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Try and keep the height. 2, and not fall over. 1. Other side. Same thing. Try and keep the height for 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got one more leg. 5, 6, 7. Oh no, gone. 8, 9, 10. Very good. Okay. So we're going to pick one leg to lift up. The other leg is going to push through the floor. So you're going to hold the back of the thigh or the front of your shin, whichever works best for you. You're going to feel like you can spread your toes on or into the floor. Almost like you can just lift your heel a little bit just to check your toes are working. And then you're going to take your arms away from this leg. Feel like you grow tall. You push the standing leg through the floor as you go tall. Your arms are going to come out to the side. The knee opens to the side and you pull it back in. We're going to try to keep the torso and the hips staying forward as you open the knee to the side. Easier for me to say than do. 3 more. 2 and 1. Okay. Lower the leg down. Change to the other foot. Bring the leg up. Hug whichever part of the leg is more comfortable for you. Got no balance today. It's a good exercise to do for me. And then you're going to spread the toes, lift the heel a little bit of that standing foot. Try and suck the toes into the floor. Feel like you can lift up nice and tall. Push that foot into the floor. Take your arms away. And then you're going to take the knee out to the side. Trying to keep the torso from rotating as much as you can. That was a good little cover up for me, falling over. Okay, let's go for another 5. Harder to not twist. 4. Also got one hip that's tighter. You might need to put your hand there to stop you moving. 3, 2, and 1. Back to the centre and down. We're going to do the balance one where you pretend you're holding a box with your hands. You're going to reach your arms forward. You take one foot away from the floor. You're going to reach your arms forward and down to the floor and not kick the wall. You're going to reach the arms forward, send the leg back behind you. Still try not to kick the floor. Bring the box back up towards, so it's in line with your chest. Bring the knee to the box. Just going to hop to move my leg away from the floor, wall. And then you lower the box down as you extend the leg out behind you. You pick the box back up. Bring the knee forward. We're going to do another 3 on this side. Lower the box, lengthen the leg. Try to keep your hips from twisting too much. I do on this side. Knee up. And we're going to go for another 2. Lengthen the leg, lower the box, and lift back up. Lower the box, lengthen the leg, and lift back up. Good. We're going to do the same on the other side. Pick up the other leg. Reach the box forward. Lower the box. Lengthen the leg. Lift it back up. Bring the knee forward towards the box. Try not to fall over. Lower the box. Lengthen. You can put your hands on the floor if you need to have a little balance aid. And lift it back up. Let's go for another 3. Forward and down. Back with the leg. And 2. Forward and down. Back with the leg. Use the supporting foot like it's suckered to the floor to give you that grip. Last one. Good. And bring it back up. Okay. I'm going to go to a wide leg squat now. So we're going to do 10 normal squats and then we'll do a bit of side bend as well. So legs quite far apart. Arms are going to come forward as you go into your squat. So you can get a nice deep squat. 3, 2, I'm counting backwards. Let's go for another 5 from here. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to go into our squat. You're going to reach your arms forward and lift them up towards the ceiling. You're going to lean over to one side, imagine you've got holding a big ball between your hands. Bring it back to the center, stand up. Into your squat, lean to the other side, holding that big imaginary ball, back to the center and up. Squat, take your ball over to one side, back to the center and up. And squat, and leaning over with your ball, and back to the center and up. Squat down and over and up and down and over and up. Last one each side. Down into your squat as deep as you can go, leaning over that big ball, center and up and down and over and center and up. Very good. We're going to do some single leg stuff now. So you're going to have one foot forward, the other leg's going to be back into your split squat. Your hands are going to be behind the back of your head. Have your feet so they're parallel, not on a tightrope. So they want to be hip width apart at least. Okay? Hands are going to be behind the back of your head. Elbows wide. You're going to bend your front knee. Keep that bend in the front knee. Lower your back knee towards the floor and push up with your front leg. 1, 2, keep your chest up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to hold it here. The front heel is going to lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Change legs. You just swivel around. Other legs forward. Front knee is bent. Back knee bends to lower down. Chest proud. Elbows wide. Push your head into your hands. Excuse my phone. Lower the back knee and up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower down, lift your front heel for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up and out, give your legs a little shake out from those. And we're going to come down onto our knees with our band. So, you're going to kneel on your band in the middle. If your band's not folded up like mine. Okay. You're going to hold each end of the band in your hands. Make sure you're kneeling securely on it so it's not going to ping you anywhere. And we're going to take the arms out to the side. Have the band fairly short. We're going to do our arms up and out to the side. If you do a practice one, you'll know if it's too loose. So you're going to go up and out as high as you can. Maybe a bit shorter. I'm going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You change the hand hold of your band. So you hold the end of your band. You wrap it around your hands. So you start with bent elbows, palms facing the camera, and then you're going to push the arms up to the ceiling. You're bending and straightening. You You can do this standing up as well, but sometimes bands are a bit short. Bending to straight, bending again, and straight. Okay, let's go for another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move along on then. Done. Okay, now we're going to do some straight arms out in front of us. So you're going to make the band maybe a little bit shorter again. You want a good bit of resistance. Hold it so the band's coming out the thumb side of your hands. Straight arms lift up and lower down. Straight arm up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cross the band over. Have it so it's nice and short. Knuckles pointing downwards. You're going to pull your elbows wide and high and wide and high. Go for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to hold one end of the band to make it a bit longer. We're going to open it out to the side on the diagonal, okay? We're going to add a bit of rotation, so you're going to look around as you go around. For 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Changing sides, other arm goes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work. Okay. Drop the band. Take it away from your knees. We're going to put it around our feet and do some roll downs. That's one more. So you're going to put the band around your feet. Straight legs. Hold the band very short. You're going to roll yourself down to the floor. If you're a bit sticky, just go to your shoulders and back up. If you can get down and back up easily, all the way down, head down to the floor. Pause, look at your feet. Arms reach towards your feet as you peel your back off the mat. And we'll go for another 3. Rolling down. And nod your chin to your chest, look at your feet, rolling up. And 2 more. And looking at your feet, and up. Last one, we're going to stay down. You're going to roll all the way down. And then we're going to take the band away from our feet, bend the knees in, put the feet on the floor. We're going to go into some bridges. Make sure your feet are close to your bottom. Feet flat on the floor, arms are going to be by your side, and you're going to push the feet into the mat to lift your hips up to the ceiling. Find that nice long line, kneecap to heel, and then exhale to roll your body back down. And hips up, push through the feet nice and strong. Shoulders wide and heavy, and exhale to roll down. Next time we go up, you're going to stay up in your bridge. You feel like you can push your head and the top of your ribs into the mat a little bit to get a bit more height through your ribs. You almost want your ribs to lift up and out. Get your hips up as high as you can. Push into the back of your head. Find that length, and then exhale to roll your body back down. We're going to do some single leg bridges now. So you're going to push up with both feet on the floor. If you want to make it more of a challenge, your arms are going to reach up. When you're up there, you're going to lift one leg away from the floor, and then you're going to lower your hips and lift back up, and lower and lift, and lower and lift. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips go back up, then you lower your free leg and lift it up, and lower, and lift, and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then that leg bends, you push the leg forward, you pull the knee all the way into you, you keep your hips up as high as you can. You make the supporting leg work by pushing it into the mat for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it all back in and down. Both feet go back down. Arms stay up if you're using those. Hips go back up. The other leg lengthens up to the ceiling. And you're going to lower your hips and lift back up. Keep the other leg reaching and down. I'm going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the hips up. Then the long leg's going to lower and lift. Stand strong into that floor foot. Try to get the hips up as high as you can. 5, 4. Nice big footprint. 3, 2, and 1. Then you bend that leg, you extend it forward, you pull the knee in towards you, stand strong into that floor foot. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all back in and down. Cross that ankle over your knee. Pull the leg in towards you. Go for your number 4 stretch. Give it a little rock side to side. And then getting ready to swap sides. Cross the other knee. Over. Fold that leg in. Or bring that leg in and have a little rock side to side. And then bring the feet back down to the floor. Going to pick up the band, wrap it around the foot. Stretch the back of the leg up to the ceiling. Stretch the other leg down along the floor. Squeeze as much as you can out of this leg. Pull the foot towards you, keep your bottom heavy. And then when you're ready, you're going to start your circles. Let the band help the leg swing around in the circle. Keep the other leg anchored to the floor. Go for 3 more this way. 2, 1. And reverse the direction. My hip is making a lovely popping sound. Around we go. Nice big circle for another 3. And 2. And 1. Bring the feet back in, or swap the feet over rather. Stretch the other leg down along the mat. Stretch the back of this leg. Pull the leg towards you, keep your bottom heavy. When you've had enough of the stretch, we're going to circle, take the leg around. Swinging around for another 4 this side. 3, 2, and 1. Keep the foot anchored to the floor on the other side and around the other way. Let the band assist your smooth circles. Heavy through the other leg. For 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, fold the legs back in, take the band away. And we're going to take the hands behind the back of the head. Interlace the hands. You're going to curl up into a chest lift, bring your elbows towards your knees, and then roll your body back down. Curl up again, feel like the back of your body gets longer, so when you roll down, you feel like your head's landing further away than when you took off. And we're going to go for 1 more. Rolling up, elbows towards your knees. And we're going to go back down and into our mini crisscross, or baby crisscross. So opposite elbow and knee together, and in and down. Other elbow and knee together, and in and down. Let's go for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Then we'll take the legs into tabletop. We'll do full crisscross, curling back up, opposite elbow and knee together, extend the other leg, back in and across, and in and across, and in and across. And again for another 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 2, and 1. Just had to even us up. And back down. We're going to go into the 100. So keep your hands behind your head. You're going to curl back up into your chest lift. Take your legs into tabletop. Take your hands away from the back of your head. Feel like the ribs stay where they are. Reach your arms forward. You're going to start beating your arms. Okay. You can keep your legs like this. If you want a bit of an extra challenge, extend them forward. If you want more of a challenge, lower your legs. Just that point, you can keep your back into the floor. You're going to keep beating your arms. And we're going to go for another 10, 9, 8, keep looking forward, 7, look at your feet, 5, 4, 3, smile through it, 2, and 1. Fold your knees back in, wrap your arms around your legs, give everything a little rock side to side. Done from there. Okay. We're going to roll onto our side and grab our rollers. So we're going to do thread the needle with the roller. So you're going to put the roller on one side of your mat, and then the opposite hand goes through. So the back of the hand goes on the roller. You're going to push the roller forward, lower your ear to the floor. Bring back up to the centre. If you want a bit more stretch, you can also take the leg that's closest to the roller away from the floor. Keep your foot anchored to the floor and feed it through there. Push the roller away, ear to the ground and back in. 2 more. Ear to the ground and away and back in. Last one and in. And we're going to change sides. Hand down, back of the hand to the roller, feed it through, ear to the floor. If you want a bit more stretch, stretch that leg away. The same leg on the rollers, the same leg that's on the same side as the roller. And back in and down. Let's go for 2 more this side. And last one. Good. Okay, now we're going to lay on the roller lengthways with your band close to you. So you're going to put the roller in the middle of your mat. You're going to sit on one end and you're going to roll yourself down so you're laying lengthways on it. You're going to let yourself just settle onto the roller for a second, and then you're going to pick up your band. You're going to wrap the band around your hands so it's roughly shoulder width apart, and you're going to reach your hands up to the ceiling. You're going to put a little bit of tension on the band, make sure it's around the widest part of your hand so you're not cutting the circulation off, and then roll the band out behind the top of your head. Reach the arms, get that little stretch going through there. Bring your arms back over the chest and up and over we go. Reach the arms and back. Let's go for another 3. Up and over and back. And up and over, and back. 1 more. Good. And then we're going to take our arms back to the ceiling, keep them pointing up there, and then one arm's going to go out to the side. And back in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back in, then take the arm onto the diagonal for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same arm goes out behind you. Try and graze your ear with your arm for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Changing arms. That one goes out to the side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, onto the diagonal, behind you for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then both arms go over the top of your head. You bend the elbows, you pull the band to the top of the head and you roll it down over the front of your body until your arms are straight. Or loop over the top, bend and roll and scroll. Up and over. And let's go for another 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Okay, ditch the band. And then take your arms out to the side nice and wide. Bend your elbows. Roll the elbows together over the chest. Open the elbows wide. And close. And open. And close. And open. Let's go for another 3. And 2. And 1. Back to your goal post. Pull the elbows into your waist, VW. Stretch them out onto the diagonal for your V. Elbows into your W, palms face up, elbows into your V. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. And then you're going to bring your arms back into goal post, robot arms, forward roll the arms, backwards, push out behind you. Bend and roll and push. Bend and roll and push. Let's go for another 3. And 2. And then you're going to bring your arms in, reach them up to the ceiling. We're going to circle the arms around, nice big circles. Reaching around for 3, 2, 1. Reverse circles around. And 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, you're going to slip yourself off the roller, lay on the floor, enjoy that moment of flat feeling, and then we're going to put the roller underneath the back of the pelvis. So it feels like you're supported if you take your legs up. It's not going to move, you're supported, it should feel comfortable. You're going to bring your feet and knees together, let your shins go floppy, and then you're going to circle your knees around. Start small. Just check you've got the balance. And around for 3 more. 1. And then around the other way. And around for another 3 this way. Move better this way. And 2. And 1. And then extend your legs up to the ceiling, and you're going to circle the legs. So we're going to go in opposite directions. Big circles around. For 3, 2, and 1. Change direction of your circles. More control the other way. And around for another 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, you're going to fold your knees in. You're going to hug one knee into your chest. You're going to pull that knee in nice and tight. And extend the other leg out. You can circle your feet as well. Get the ankles moving. Click, clack. And change direction of your foot circles. And then you're going to change legs. Have the other knee in towards you. Stretch the other leg away. Let gravity assist that stretch through the front of your hip. And circle the feet if that works for you and your ankles. Change direction of your circle if you're circling. I've got room to circle the other foot. And then fold both legs in. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a nice little hug. Rock side to side. And then you're going to remove the roller, still laying on the floor. And we're going to finish with a pigeon pose. So you're going to roll onto your side, come onto your hands and knees. Go a foot the other way. You're going to cross one knee behind the other knee. You pull the other leg forward. You stretch the other leg out behind you. Lower your chest onto the, or down towards the mat. And you're going to have a little rock side to side. So that you can hang out in a place that gives you a nice stretch. Maybe rock a little bit further into it so you get a bit more out of it. And then we're going to untangle that leg. Come back to the hands and knees. Bring the other knee behind you, the other leg comes forward. Stretch the leg out, lower your chest. Find that little stretchy spot and maybe rock a little deeper into it. Maybe a little further, or go into it and come out of it again for 3, 2, and 1. You're going to unfold yourself, take yourself into child's pose, let your head rest on your hands, take a couple of big breaths in here, letting everything soften on the out breath and in. And out. Thank you all very much. Have a lovely Christmas.